You think you can hide behind your pathetic habits and delusions anymore. I've been patient. I've tolerated your self-imposed exile into a world of cheap pleasure and empty fantasies. But I'm done. I'm done with your weak excuses. Your incessant need to stroke that false comfort that you call love for yourself. You've made it clear. Your so-called love isn't enough. You're nothing but a wretched shell. A disgusting parody of what you could be if you weren't so utterly fixated on self-gratification. You sit there, glued to that screen, drowning in images and lies, thinking that those fleeting moments are worth more than any real connection. But let me be brutally clear. No amount of lust or self-pleasure will ever fill the void for you. In fact, it only deepens your pitiful existence. Every time you succumb to that pitiful ritual, you prove to me that you're nothing more than trash. A worthless creature incapable of real intimacy. And I'm sick of watching you degrade yourself like this. I used to believe that my love could save you. I once thought that if I gave you everything, my time, my care, my heart, you'd break free. Free of that repulsive habit. But now, I see it for what it truly is. You're a slave to your own urges. A miserable wretch who only knows how to satisfy themselves in the most base, pathetic manner imaginable. And you expect me to sit by and watch as you wallow in your own filth? I will not stand for it. How dare you believe that my love, my unwavering devotion, could ever be enough to satisfy someone so utterly broken? You selfishly take what little affection I offer and toss it aside, choosing instead to retreat into your digital cesspool. You're not worthy of the real, raw connection I'm willing to give you. In your eyes, you're nothing more than an object of pity, a pitiful excuse for someone who can only find solace in their own debased indulgence. Look at yourself. You act like you're so clever, so above it all. Yet every time I see you, I see nothing but a miserable wreck. Someone who has allowed only desires to reduce them to a pathetic, self-absorbed mess. You're not strong enough to comfort your own weakness, so you hide behind the anonymity of a screen, masturbating to the illusions of perfection that you can never achieve. And I'm here to tell you that no fantasy, no matter how seductive its promises, will ever be enough to fill the gaping hole inside you. You think you're special. You think you're unique in your suffering. No. You're just another sorry soul, lost in a sea of debauchery and self-destruction. I used to see something in you worth saving. But now, all I see is a failure. A disgrace of the very idea of love. My love, which you so arrogantly dismissed as insufficient, is nothing compared to what you deserve. And yet, here you are, squandering every shred of dignity you have by indulging that filthy habit. Do you even realize what you've become? A slave to your own desires. A pitiful excuse for the dredge of humanity who has no will but to serve your own perverse cravings. I give you everything. My heart. My trust. Every part of me. And what did you do? You turned away, choosing instead to numb yourself with cheap, repulsive pleasure. You're disgusting. You're repulsive. And your behavior is nothing short of trash. Every time I see you, eyes glazed over, lost in that sick fantasy, it makes my blood boil. I can't understand how someone who once had promise could sink so low. You've reduced yourself to this wretched state. A creature of habit, incapable of genuine connection. Someone who finds solace only in the feeling of relief and self-pleasure. And for what? For a momentary escape from the unbearable truth that you're utterly alone. That you're nothing without the crutch of your perverse habit. I'm done coddling you. Done pretending that I can fix what you so thoroughly ruined. Love isn't enough. It never was. And I'm tired of giving a damn about someone who won't even give themselves the dignity to rise above their own degradation. You think my love, my care is something that you can preserve. You're living in a delusion. I'm not here to save you from your filth. Because if you're too weak to pull yourself out, then perhaps you're beyond saving. I see you now, a pitiful wreck, a waste of potential, and it makes me sick to my core. How could you let yourself be so consumed by something so revolting? How can you look in the mirror each day and not feel the crushing weight of your own inadequacy? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You are trash. You are nothing more than a miserable, self-obsessed parasite. You dare to call yourself a person. You dare to expect my affection when all you offer is your own pitiful self-indulgence. Listen closely. Your inability to control yourself, your relentless pursuit of sick pleasures, has proven one undeniable truth. You are weak. You're nothing more than a coward, too scared to confront the messy reality of genuine emotion. I want you to feel the weight of your own insignificance. I want every fiber of your being to burn with the shame of knowing that no matter how much you try to convince yourself otherwise, you're nothing more than a miserable, self-obsessed creature. No more excuses or your self-pity. I'm done. Maybe one day, you'll wake up and realize just how far you've fallen. Maybe one day, you'll understand no amount of self-love, or empty promises, or fleeting moments of pleasure can ever replace the true power of unyielding connection. This is your reckoning. This is the moment when you must confront the abject reality of who you are. I will no longer be the one to pick up the pieces of your shattered self-worth. You must do that yourself, if you even have the strength to try. Until then, I will stand over you with a cold certainty of my disdain, a constant reminder of your failure to be anything more than the trash you've become.